Yeah, Ellen Colleen, we're starting to get more information from the Newport Beach Police Department. We understand they're having a briefing a short ways away from us, but they've just put out on Twitter that 5 people, and that's where that initial 5 number came from, is that 5 people were impacted. 4 were on that chopper, 1 on the ground. Again, 3 fatalities, unclear who was affected and who was injured and who had died. But again, 4 people inside of that helicopter, 1 person on the ground. This is a very busy complex. We've spoken to a lot of people inside of Bayview Terrace who live here, who saw the cloud of smoke, who heard the noise. I'm going to step out and zoom in a little for you so you can see what we're looking at. We are just inside that tape about a street down from Egret Court, which is that house on the corner. You can see that white wall is where we understand, where JT's telling us that crash happened. We've seen crews and fire crews starting to work and try and figure out exactly what happened here. And if we move around, you can see the accident investigators starting to try and piece together exactly what occurred that made this chopper come down. But again, 5 people that were impacted. 4 were in the chopper, 3 fatalities, 1 person on the ground. I believe we may have an interview with someone we spoke to in this complex a little bit earlier about what they saw and what they heard as they ran out to help people on scene. I want to see if we can play that for you now.
And then it went right into the front of that house over there. We heard it come down, and I ran out, and I could see all the dust coming up. I ran down there. When I got down there, the pilot was laying in the grass away from him about 15 feet, and there was somebody looking after him, and then we started pulling the part of the body off of the helicopter, and we could see, I think there was 3 people still in it. And I could see 1 moving, an arm. But once we peeled it back, we knew we all decided we're not going to touch them because we didn't want to hurt them any more than what they did.
Guys, just a lot of really frightening situation for the people that live here. We also heard from a woman who knows the people who live inside that home, who says that that helicopter came down near the bedroom area, but they were actually in the kitchen. So remarkably, there could have been more injuries in this crash. But again, 4 people inside of that helicopter. We understand 3 deaths and 1 person on the ground who was also impacted. We'll continue to gather more information here and speak to some of the folks that live in here that witnessed this horrifying crash and bring in more details as we get them.